All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. In terms of what we have for you, just a couple of housekeeping items. So, the event is being recorded, and we obviously hope you stay for the whole thing. But if you have to drop, we understand. We'll send you the recording. We will be taking questions at the end. We want to answer as many questions as possible. Please submit your questions in the Q&A tab, and the chat is being monitored. We have our amazing team available to answer questions. So keep the chat going, and questions for Q&A go into the separate tab. Now, one thing I should have done, my name is Dorina. I'm one of the founders at OpenPhone. I can still say it for maybe one more second here. Just such a pleasure to be here with you. I haven't done an event hosting for a while, so this is kind of cool, and I'm very excited to be introducing our amazing panelists and agenda for today. So Mahir, my co-founder and our CEO, is going to tell you about the future of OpenPhone and some big announcements and things we have for you. Jordan and Andrew, our senior product managers, will be sharing what is new in the product. There are a ton of updates, so you have to see what we have for you. And at the end, both me, Mahir, and actually Jordan, Andrew, everyone here is available for questions. Questions are live. We're going to be taking them from the Q&A tab. We would love to answer all of them if we can. Now, I'm going to pass it on to Mahir, my co-founder and our CEO, to tell us about what's up and the future of OpenPhone.
Hey everybody, I'm assuming my audio is coming through, so I'll just go unless someone tells me it's not. It's so great to be here. I've been eagerly waiting for this moment for 2 weeks. We are finally here to share the biggest moment in our company's history in a way, and we are doing it with record number of attendees. I don't know what's the latest number, but I think we crossed 1,000. So we are gonna share this historic moment with all of you, which is super exciting. So as the name of the slide suggests, we are going to talk about the future of OpenPhone. And at the same time, we are going to give some news that I think, based on the chat, some of you already know, and tie the news to that vision and the future. And yeah, let's get into it. So maybe the best place to start is to start from the elephant in the room, which is starting today, OpenPhone is rebranding to Quo. And we are super excited about this name change. There is many reasons why we did it, but a lot of you might be wondering why. And OpenPhone was such a great name. Usually companies rebrand when the name is bad, or I don't know, there is like poor brand equity behind the name, but that was not the case about OpenPhone. We actually really love the name. It helped us get to this point. But there are very good reasons why we did it. And to describe the why, we have to go all the way back to day one of our company, which is this slide here. You can see our application that we submitted to one of the startup accelerators, describing our product as a phone meeting a CRM. We decided to build this product because we thought it was crazy that all the existing phone systems on the market were so poor quality, not really built for modern businesses. But also at the same time, your phone is where all the customer communication happens, all the customer data is, and it's this trove of valuable relationship data. And if we can just build CRM features right inside this phone system, we can actually help businesses turn every conversation into business growth. So now, the problem we were trying to solve with this, I think everybody here is, maybe most of you are business owners, entrepreneurs. You probably, if not, are leading customer-facing teams. We all know that missed calls, forgotten follow-ups, or stale conversations are costing all of our businesses. Nobody is properly measuring the impact of these things, but every time you measure, you're surprised by how big the gap is here. And the problem is not unknown. There's actually been many platforms that have really been built to solve this problem. This is why you have, for example, CRM software. You have the likes of HubSpot, Salesforce. You have nowadays tools that automatically do reminders and follow-ups for you. There are tools that give you agents that allow you to never miss a call. And what you ended up with is just an incredible amount of tools that businesses have to purchase separately. integrate with each other. So there is some level of data sharing happening. What ends up becoming the outcome of it is very expensive software, poorly connected. It only partially solves the problem. And there is still a lot more opportunity to make it better. So we obviously exist because we believe the best place to solve that problem is right at the root, which is your business phone system, where all the communication is already happening, all the customer relationship data is already there, and that's what we set out to do. So our vision, and by the way, with AI now, you can actually solve these problems in a much more grand way, where it wasn't possible back in 2018. So even though we had our eyes on the prize from day one, which is how do we take this incredible conversation, how do we become the front door to businesses, become the platform by which conversations happen, and then leverage that to build um, relationships, is now much more possible with AI. So the vision for Quo now is to be your AI-powered customer hub with phone at the center of it. So again, our rebrand to Quo doesn't mean phone is gonna be deprioritized. In fact, phone is a core part of it. It's the channel by which the entire communication happens on. But we believe there is so much more value to build on top of it. So going back to the name change, as I alluded to so far, we've been actually doing this for a while. OpenPhone is not just turning into a customer hub now. From day one, we launched features like collaboration, for example, where we allow your team to respond to customer conversations together. We built a lightweight CRM inside OpenPhone where you can keep track of your customers, your customer data. We have now AI features that give you call summary. They give you intelligence about your calls. They give you insights. And now we have Sona that essentially takes your missed calls. So we already have been doing work to become your customer hub. But every time someone hears the name OpenPhone and it's for the first time, their assumption is OpenPhone is just like another VoIP or a PBX solution. So the name was doing too much of telling only part of the story. And we wanted to have a name that gives us an opportunity to tell our own unique story. Now, on top of that, we obviously have a lot more over the next few years to do on the platform. So we also wanted a name that can scale with the ambitions of the company. So going back to name Quo, Quo comes from, oh, sorry. Quo comes from the Latin word by which, and it describes the means by which one thing leads to another thing. And that's exactly what Quo does for your business. Quo is the platform by which you communicate with your customers, win them, and keep them happy. And also, as a second layer of meaning, we actually do believe that we can redefine the status quo for what CRM software is, for what communication platforms are. So on that layer of meaning, we actually want to become the new status quo for front office communications. Now, that's the first announcement. You kind of saw the second announcement quickly because I mistakenly changed the slides too fast. But the second announcement is we are also raising, we have raised $105 million in funding from some amazing investors. The reason I'm talking about this right now is because I just want to say that everything I said about the vision is going to happen in full force. There is no slowing down, and we are just getting started. The third announcement, and this is going back to some problem statement in my earlier presentation, is businesses are losing a ton of customers to missed calls and forgotten follow-ups. So a few months ago, we launched Sona, which is OpenPhone's or now Quo's. I'm going to mess this up so many times. Quo's AI agent that takes on your missed calls. We launched it with three main features. It actually answers questions based on your company's knowledge base, and it can take information from the person calling about things that are important to your business. So it can capture name, why they're calling, anything that your business cares about. And at the same time, it gives you a package at the end of that call where you can go and, as a business owner, review what happened and get back to the customer. So we are on track to north of 50,000 calls a month handled by Sona. It's only getting, that number is only growing. But one of the things that blew our mind up, we thought this is going to be extremely powerful, but we didn't think it was going to be this powerful, because when you look at workspaces that use Sona, you actually go from 70% of your missed calls resulting in no information about who's calling, why they're calling, it's just a missed call with a random phone number, to less than 10% of your calls having no information. So I don't know what is the value of each call for your business, but I think this is saving businesses thousands of dollars a year, if not a month. So it's been extremely powerful. Now, one of the things that we hear from customers is they don't want Sona to just take on missed calls. They want Sona to take on more calls and actually handle much more repetitive tasks that their business does all the time. So I'm going to have the team join me and talk about that. But before I pass it on to the team, I just want to send a massive thank you to you guys, our customers who supported us to get to this point. There is nothing that gives us more satisfaction than building software that solves a problem, gets used, and gets loved. So we hope what is going to get released today and announced today is useful for you. And also, I just want to give a massive kudos to our team for working very hard to bring you this moment. I hope you enjoy it. And on that note, I'll pass it to Andrew.
Thanks, Mahir. Earlier this year, we introduced Sona, our AI agent designed to help make sure you never miss a call while also giving your customers a better experience than reaching a voicemail. Since then, Sona's been answering calls, taking down information, and helping our customers continue their business after hours or when they're unable to reach their phones. We quickly learned that in addition to coverage, our customers need fine-tuned control to meet their unique needs. We serve a broad range of businesses, each with their own tone of voice, workflows, and ways of operating, and our agent needs to adapt to all of them. We've launched the foundation for that control, and this is only the beginning of what we're going to continue to build. With Sona Jobs, you can control what Sona says, asks, or does for specific scenarios like lead qualification, intake, or message taking using natural language instructions. They're reusable across call flows and inboxes, so once created, your team can apply them anywhere that they're needed. And if you're joining Quo for the first time, you can set up Sona with just a few clicks when you set your account up. Here's how you can set up jobs in Sona. A job is just a reusable set of instructions tied to a trigger. For example, if someone calls and says, "I need support," I can tell Sona exactly what to ask or what information to collect. Creating a job is simple. I add the trigger phrase, write the steps I want Sona to follow, and that's it. The best part is, once I've created a job, I can apply it anywhere across different inboxes or call flows without rebuilding it each time. Jobs not only allow you to define what Sona says and asks, but they also allow you to define when Sona takes action. Now, if a caller requests a specific teammate or an issue requires escalation, Sona can hand the call off, whether that's to another inbox, a teammate, or even an external number with the call transfer action. This was one of our most requested features, and it ensures that there are no dead ends, no frustrating loops, and no missed chances to connect. Let's take a look at how call transfers work. We love Sona, we love chatting with it, but sometimes a caller needs to talk to a real person. Inside a job, I can add a transfer action so that Sona knows where to send them. For example, if someone asks for sales, I can set it to route directly to a teammate. Or if it's after hours, I might have Sona forward to an external number. You can pick exactly where the call should go, whether that's a teammate, inbox, or an outside line, and Sona makes the handoff instantly. And as always, after every call, Sona generates an AI summary with the information that it collected, whether that's qualifying a lead or taking a message. These summaries are automatically added to Salesforce, HubSpot, and Jobber, and they're always available through the API, so your team has the context they need right where they work. We've also expanded call logging in Salesforce and HubSpot to track more activity, including calls forwarded to teammates, routed through phone menus, or even abandoned mid-menu. That means you always have a complete picture of every interaction. And last but not least, we've updated pricing to make it easier to get started with Sona. We've moved from Sona being an add-on with monthly overages to making it part of every single plan with tiered, usage-based pricing. Every account now includes 10 free Sona-handled calls each month, and calls under 15 seconds don't count. That way, spam and quick hangups are filtered out, and you only pay for meaningful conversations with your customers. You'll also see real-time usage tracking with alerts at 80% and 100%, plus overage protection so you're always in control of how much you pay for Sona. Whether you're exploring AI for the first time or handling hundreds of calls a week, Sona's new pricing is more affordable and adapts to your needs so that Sona grows with you as your business grows. We've also expanded the ways you can route and manage calls with your team in general, not just through AI. To share more about that, I'll hand it over to Jordan.
Thanks, Andrew. If your tools aren't simple, you won't use them. And without them, it's hard to build deeper relationships at scale. That's why we've redesigned the call flow builder to be flexible, intuitive, and easy to use. With multi-level phone menus, you're no longer limited to a single layer of routing. You can create nested options like press 1 for sales, press 2 for East Coast, so every caller reaches the right team. Businesses can also route based on department, language, or location. And because menus plug into ring users, voicemail, or reusable steps, you get a lot more flexibility without the added complexity. Let's build a nested menu together. In my first phone menu, I'm going to start with a main option for sales. And then from here, I can add a second layer for regions, let's say East Coast and West Coast. Each option can point to a ring user step, voicemail, or any other step, so callers go exactly where they need to without any extra setup. And if you need menus for different departments or languages, you can just drag in another phone menu to add another layer of routing options. But if you're using the same step in multiple places, you can save a lot of setup time with our brand new go-to step. This lets you connect one part of your flow directly to another, so you don't have to rebuild steps from scratch. You can share the same voicemail across your business hours, point to multiple phone menu options to one ring group, reuse your submenus, and ultimately make your call flows cleaner, faster to build, and much easier to maintain. Here's how the new go-to step saves time. I have 2 menu options. Both of these should route callers to the same voicemail greeting. Instead of manually adding the voicemail step again, I can drop in a go-to step and route both menu options to that same step. You can do the same thing with ring users or multi-level phone menu options, so the flow is cleaner and a lot easier for you to manage in the long term. Now, you can set up different call experiences for holidays, special events, campaigns, or even when you need to step away for a meeting. You can create the setup that fits your needs and switch between them instantly instead of rebuilding them from scratch. It's a really simple way to stay prepared for seasonal schedules or any one-off events. Let's look at how we manage multiple call flows. I've set up my default call flow for everyday calls, but I've also built a holiday version. When the holiday comes around, all I need to do is switch from the default to the holiday flow with just one click. I don't have to rebuild anything. There's no manual edits. I just toggle to the right setup at the right time. And if you're looking for a better way to sort through your calls, we've made it easier to automate what happens after every call. With AI call tags, conversations are automatically categorized so your team can spot any trends and prioritize follow-ups. With these updates, you have more control than ever, from how calls are routed to how they're managed across your team. Together with Sona, Quo makes sure that every call is handled the right way. Now we'll open up the floor for Q&A and answer any questions you might have submitted.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, I was looking at the chat. I'm seeing a lot of you already using these capabilities, and it's so exciting. And I'm just so excited to see what you do with it. I personally want to shout out the escalation template that Andrew was showing. I used it yesterday to set it up on my number. It was so easy, amazing. It could also act like a spam filter as well. So you should check that out. But in order to, we want to get to as many questions as possible. But before we do that, I want to do a quick recap. So as we shared, we now have so many more workflows available. The call flow builder got so much more powerful. Everything Jordan shared, from multi-level phone menu to custom call flows for holidays. There's so much more there that you should check out. Sona is a lot more powerful now. I saw a question from someone. Sona now can transfer calls to a team member, which is huge. And by the way, this comes directly from your feedback. You guys asked us for it. We shipped. So please use it. Let us know what you think. And another thing we did, thanks to your feedback, is we updated the pricing. 10 calls are free, 10 calls per month. Use them, they're there. And generally, pricing is a lot more affordable now. So huge update. And of course, no big deal. We also renamed the company. We are now Quo. So quo.com is your new website. And we hope that you love the name, or it will grow on you. So now, in terms of what's next, we have a lot of questions. I want to get through as many as possible. So let's see if we can have Mahir join me here. And we're going to go through questions in record timing, whatever we can do. All right. How customizable is Sona? Could it handle 3-6-minute booking calls with rebuttals? Is the voice tonality, pacing, and inflections changeable? Do you want to take this, Mahir?
Yeah, sure. So it can take whatever length of call, 3 to 6 minutes easily. Booking appointments, we actually are releasing a send SMS feature. So we think the best way for you to kind of get someone booked, you probably are using software, a Calendly-like software anyways. You can actually send the link to them while they're on a call. This is coming very soon. It's not there right now, but that will be possible through sending a text message. And change of tonality, personality, all those things are basically getting built right now. So our goal is every week, every 2 weeks, there's new capabilities coming in, and the things you just mentioned are basically like right up next.
Amazing. Thank you. What else do we have? So many questions. Is there onboarding support for Sona? I currently use another AI agent, but not well integrated. I will give you a short answer, Eric. Justine, who is in the chat, who is also on our team, she can actually drop maybe the link, either send you an email or drop a link to her calendar. We are doing custom setups for folks. So if you or anyone else wants help setting up Sona, training it, we can get that done for you, no problem. Justine, please follow up and we can set that up. Thank you. What else do we have? A lot of Sona questions. Let's see what else. Is Sona going to be able to send text messages? It's probably an easy answer here. It will, of course. And if so, will there eventually be a feature where it can respond to text from knowledge? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the answer is yes again to these questions. I mean, this is also one of the top requested features for Sona. So if you mean sending a text message during a call, that is happening immediately. If you mean responding to text conversations, that is also going to happen sometime in Q3 or early Q4 to some degree.
Awesome. Our product team listening is like, Mahir is giving out deadlines. Can Sona transfer calls? So I'll do a quick one here. Yes, it can. It just went out. Would love to have Sona answer initial call, answer the question, or transfer to appropriate department. Absolutely, Lisa. This is now what we've announced, and you can do it to a person, department, anything. Also giving an option to take a message and forward that to a team on Slack. I mean, not specifically through Slack, but we can look into it. But the one thing to consider is when Sona transfers a call to a team member, it doesn't just transfer a call without context. It actually summarizes what happened to another call. I did that yesterday. It was magical. So please try it out. Thank you. What else do we have? Maybe some harder questions. We can take anything here. Is there a way to allocate Sona credits per client, or do they all come from the same pool? Mahir?
No, I mean that's an interesting feedback. We never heard about that. So no, today it's just the same shared pool.
Yeah. Awesome. What else do we have? Let's see. What is the pricing model for Sona messages? Voice is clear, SMS is not.
So Sona for SMS is not rolled out yet. Once that gets rolled out, we'll have pricing for that. I mean, obviously it's going to be much cheaper than voice, but TBD.
Yeah. Thanks for the question, Jared. What else do we have? Okay. Just questions rolling in. We answered this one about transfer. Let's do the next one. Are free Sona credits aggregated across multiple accounts users? If we have 10 user accounts that we pay for, do we have 100 free Sona calls per month?
No, it's actually on the account. So it's at the workspace level.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. Okay. Do credits roll over if not used?
The credits, actually, so if you purchase it annually, I know you have the whole year to use it. On a month-to-month basis, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Maybe someone in the chat from our team can give the right answer here.
Yeah, I'm also not sure. Cool. I want to see if there are any other, I know there are a lot of Sona questions. I want to take okay, here we go. I want to take some non-Sona questions for a change. Given that OpenPhone relies on the Twilio SDK for its calling functionality, why don't you offer a built-in feature to block spam calls? I know that Twilio's platform includes this capability.
I'm actually not aware of. I know they have this is going to get a bit technical. They have a voice integrity product they use. There is a bunch of stuff behind the scene. None of them are actually that reliable, and they don't really work. So the last I checked, there wasn't a reliable way Twilio could block spam for you. But if there is something that you know that I don't, maybe share a link and we'll look into it.
Awesome.
But frankly, if you use like a phone menu or a Sona right at the front of your call, that on its own is gonna, in a much more intelligent way, handle spam call.
Yeah, the Sona escalation job, I kind of am plugging it for the second time now, is amazing. It can actually do this. So thank you. Amazing. What else do we have? Are there any new IVR features that would allow us to track call volume based on phone menu selections?
No, but that's such a great feature request, and I'll just let my product team see that and add it to the roadmap. It
Yeah,
has come
everything
up
here.
often.
Yeah, it's a great one. Everything here just goes back to our roadmap. Awesome. What else do we have? At what point do call volumes, team size, or international dialing create limitations in OpenPhone? How does the platform handle scaling without extra manual work? Great question.
So call volume, team size. So there is, I guess we probably have some work to do to make sure our platform can stay robust when you have like 500 members on the platform. There is no exact number of like at this team size or at this call volume, but we do know generally as the usage really grows significantly to like thousands of, maybe like even tens of thousands of calls a week, there might be um, actually, it's more about team size. Like if you have, I don't know, upwards of 1,000 members on the platform, that can create some performance issues. Call volume doesn't impact anything, but team size does. International dialing also doesn't impact anything. So we know that much larger teams, 1,000 plus, do end up running into some slowdowns in the product, and the team is actively working on it. But yeah, that's the only thing that impacts scaling.
Thank you. Cool. We're going a little bit over time, but we can take some more questions. If you guys have to drop, please do. But we want to hang out for a bit longer and answer more questions if for anyone else here. So let's see what else do we have here. Next question, if we can. Oh, great. From Jordan, are there plans for native integration with HubSpot's automations and workflows capability? I can answer this one. Yes, we are absolutely. I don't know if Uri is on the call. We are working on improving our HubSpot integration and doing more there. And this one is a common feature request we get. So definitely on our radar, and hopefully we can give you an update soon. Let's do the next one. Will you have language detection? I'm assuming this is Sona question.
Yeah, language detection is also something the team is looking into. As we look into more voices for our platform, language support is also on that same project.
Yeah. Cool. Let's take more questions. I know some of you are still here, so we want to help. Okay. Currently, the analytics gives good reporting for team base. Is there a way I can view on an individual level for reports?
Not currently, but again, that's one of those things that is highly requested. So
Yeah.
I'll just let the roadmap. We're just building a roadmap here together. That's amazing.
Yeah, we definitely. I think analytics is so powerful. We definitely want to do more there. Cool. Let's take the next question. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, interesting. Is there a way to delete a specific text message and not delete the whole thread? Most especially the wrong sent messages.
No, that's not possible right now on the platform.
Yeah, but there's some ideas we've had on this. So thank you for sharing. I'll take one more question, last one, and we're gonna wrap. And we will find a way to follow up with all of you who've asked us questions separately. So let's do the last question, whichever it is, whatever is next. No, no more. We're gonna wrap here. We can pick one more. No? Oh, okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. Thank you so much for sticking around. I actually I wish I could just do this all day. I love your questions. Let's see.
I wish I could say more yeses to more nos, but I guess the unfortunate reality of software is so much to build.
Yeah, well, and by the way, just as a reminder, everything we're sharing here, you're going to get the recording, and we will find a way to follow up with anyone who asks questions. Drum roll on the last question. Yes, we're waiting for the last question. Charles, yes. I want to answer one more question. I'm sort of, I don't know if we have ability to do that or there is an issue.
So there is a glitch. I'm going to read the question. Any plans to have a built-in task manager pipeline for following up with clients? Needs callback in progress. Also would love pop-up alerts for important notes when a client calls, and better inner office chat with pop-up alerts for messages. This is literally a conversation we had with our team yesterday. Again, like OpenPhone, or sorry, Quo, goddammit, is going to become a CRM as we build our platform more. So this feature is right in that CRM universe, and absolutely something that speaks to the core mission of helping you never lose a customer.
Yeah, ensuring you never forget to follow up. I mean, that is exactly the goal. So, so absolutely part of what we want to do. So on that, and yes, I know we actually have, just to tell you guys, there's like 300 questions submitted. So I think it would be physically impossible for us to go through all of them, but we will do our very best to follow up with everyone who asks us a question. We absolutely appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming, for supporting us. Many of you I've recognized because you've been customers for very, very long time. We appreciate you so much, and we're excited for more things to come. So quo.com, and as I said, let's quo.